Hey guys, this is William Lyles. I am going to be talking about the capstone experience that I had this past semester. But first of all, I'm going to let you guys know that a capstone is very important to the University of South Carolina Aiken. It is basically that final building block that ties up everything that you've learned throughout your major as a communications major at the University of South Carolina Aiken. And it really just implements all the skills, all the tools you've learned, and then you apply them to like a real world application, whether that be a internship, a research project, or in my case, a creative project. And yes, I did happen to choose a creative project. I've never done anything like this before. I did a documentary on surfing called Low Country Surf. And like a building that needs one more building block or a capstone, this was kind of my last building block as a communications major to really implement what I've learned into the real world. And I think it's a very important experience that all the students really should take advantage of while they have the chance. So what you're going to learn through this presentation is how I came up with my ideas, how I implemented my ideas, and their importance in the real world application. So, like I said, guys, I did a creative project called Low Country Surfing. It was the first time I've ever done a documentary, or actually any project like this ever. I've never really been good at videoing or editing videos, which is what a lot of this project had to do. And this course really exposed my skills and my lack of skills in communication, because I really had to test myself and actually apply what I've learned. For instance, Communications 190, it talks a lot about listening and talks about interviewing, which is something that I really had to get good at because I was doing interviews and I had to make sure that I was listening and asking the right questions, which is very important to get the final project, because I didn't want to have a bunch of information on surfing that wasn't going to relate to my video. I had to find like actual questions that actually were going to yield me good results and good answers, which was pretty difficult. But a lot of courses like Dr. Munsel's, I don't know why I'm blanking so hard. Yeah, Communications 190 gave me a lot of those skills. Other classes like David Morris's video and design class for communications, that helped me so much. We actually learned how to use Adobe Premiere in that class, and iMovie, which I used to create this video. And I can show, here's one of my interview pads that I would just write all my interviews down on so that I could interview people. And I would show you how I used Adobe Premiere. Maybe I can do that with a PowerPoint, but I really just came up with ideas, what I would ask questions about. I wanted to just understand why surfing in the low country is different than surfing in other areas. So I went from Parrot Surf Shop, which is a surfing store, to the beaches on Isle of Palms, and I just took pictures, took videos, and just asked questions. And at the end of the day, it really all came down to how I was going to design the project, which is kind of the most important part, and this was definitely the most difficult part. This is where I had to hone in my communication skills and just want to be clear, be concise, let my viewers know what I'm trying to talk about and trying to convey to them, so that I'm not just like all over the place spewing a bunch of information that doesn't really matter while some clips of surfers are going on. That's kind of the basis of what my project entailed. My 5-year post-grad plan, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really never thought that I was ever going to graduate, so just doing this alone is one of the biggest achievements in my life. I've planned to look into sports and entertainment management, communication jobs like the River Dogs, the Stingrays, and the Charleston Battery. Those are all baseball, hockey, and soccer teams that I'm going to be applying to because they do have some job positionings opening up in the communications field. I'm going to use all the interviewing skills, all the listening skills, all of the just talking points, professionalism in the workplace, all of these skills that I've learned throughout my experience at USCA, I will implement them into my 5 year plan. And that, guys, is basically how I came up with my idea. I just wanted to create something that you guys would like, and then I went out and did it by just doing the research, doing the videoing, doing the interviews, and then I implemented it all by creating a project that was worth viewing and was actually 30 minutes long, and I never thought that I could ever do anything like that. I really have Dr. Morris and Dr. Munsell, especially Dr. Munsell. Thank you so much. You guys have been like more help than I could ever imagine, and I really appreciate you guys. Communication is extremely important because without it, we'd just be silent.